Hello everyone. Well, this is your friend Howard Hoffman here coming at you with a short video. I'm going to tell you about just a little journey that I began to take a little while back. I should have wrote down the exact day, but I did not. So just bear with me. But let me tell you just this. Um, I knew my health was getting bad, my weight was getting up, and I needed to do something about it. And so just a little while back, just a few weeks, it's been. I don't know exactly how long, but I decided to do something about it. And I have begun that journey. In that journey, let me tell you just what I've started to do. Uh, I have cut back some food consumption. I have limited, very much so, a lot of real bad stuff that I consumed. Soda pop and candy and potato chips. And you know what bad stuff is. I don't have to preach on that. Stuff that's really not so good for you. It tastes great. I love it, but it's not so healthy for you. What have I done? How have I begun my journey? In the past, long story, I'm not going to tell that, but I found that what worked for me was in trying to lessen my weight, my girth, is to make juice. I do have a commercial juicer. I'm going to show you the main component of it. The rest of it's just like a great big bench grinder motor. But here is the working end of my juicer. This is the pusher that I put stuff in. Here is actually this is the thing that chops up. It goes in here, and there's a screen, and the juice drops out the bottom here. The pulp goes at this end here. I make juice out of fruits and vegetables, anything, no particular recipe, just anything I've got, you name it, I throw it in there. It's a concoction. I'm doing that for my evening meal. I'm still eating, love bacon, still eating bacon, and I have one egg. I have two strips of bacon and one egg in the morning, a piece of toast buttered. Oh my, isn't that terrible? But I have that. I'm trying to consume water, a little bit more water for me. That's good. You put this in the freezer, get it nice and cold. I like cold water. It's an old bottle I had. I don't buy a lot of bottled water, but I like it cold, so I took an old bottle and put it in the refrigerator or freezer. Got a little ice frosting on it. That's good. That's simply what I've done. Where did I start? I hate to even admit this, but I'm going to be real with you because I'm a real person. Started at between 315 and 318 pounds, 315 to 318 pounds, depending on the scale that I got on. That's way too much. Now, I've got some muscle mass, but I'm telling you that's way too much, no matter who says so. Okay? I didn't write down the exact day, but just in those little things that I've told you, limiting the sugar and the junk intake and having some juice in the evening, drinking some water, I've gone from 315. I got on the scale this morning. I'm 281 pounds. Now, that is all I had done until last night. And I made a post, and I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. But that is all I've done, just those simple things. And that has made those kind of results for me. My body is metabolizing it. It's really done well for that. I mean, in fact, I'm kind of blown away. Now, of course, it's slowed down the last little while because you'll have immediate success in large amounts. It's going to slow way down. My goal is 220, down to the weight of 220. And I don't know when I was 220. It might have been 35 years ago, a long time ago. And I think that will be a good wait for. I have a goal in mind, but I ain't got to the place. Let me tell you, people, and I want to encourage you today. I got to the place. I'm almost ashamed to say it, but I've got to be truthful. I couldn't get my socks and shoes on. Isn't that something? I can do that now. I can put my own socks and shoes. You say, well, certainly somebody, and that's exactly what I said. Somebody ought to be able to put their own socks and shoes on, right? It was a wake up call for me. So let me say this. I added just a little something last night. I knew something that was good for me. I'd done it in the past, and I felt better because of it. It's walking. Saw a friend make a Facebook post. They walked for 4 miles the other night. That was really great. And I said, oh, yes. Have you forgotten? You need to get into some physical activity. Oh, I work. And so, in fact, that very day that I saw that post, I was actually outside working. Doing something that was a little strenuous. I have some trees that have fallen, and I'm chopping them up and cutting them up. And I've got a little wood stove I use as supplemental heat, and I'm got to bust that wood up. So I started busting the wood up, and because I had already got some weight down, it didn't go too terribly with me. I didn't bust wood all day. I couldn't have done that. Not in shape for that anymore. But I did bust some, and then I come back and I bust a little bit more, come back, bust a little bit more. So that was very good, and I got plenty to bust up, so it's going to take me a long time. I got that physical activity. But I saw the post about the walking from a friend, and I said, whoa, hey, hey, boy, you need to get in on that action. You need to take off and take a walk. So I got home last night, and that's just what I did. Went down the road and didn't do quite as good as my friend who did 4 miles, but I did 2 miles, and I tell you, it made me sleep like a baby. So, my friends, as you start your journey, find something that you can do. Don't overtax yourself. Do something that you can stick to. You can do it. Do small things, but be consistent. It shouldn't be too hard. We drink liquid, so it's not too hard to drink water. This commercial juicer, now that's a little bit of investment. I've had mine now. I have this is commercial. It it'll last you a long, long time. I haven't used it a lot recently, but I have used it in the past, and I've just got to get myself geared in to continue to do it because it's so good for me. And but you decide. Maybe it's just something small. Stop eating the candy bars. Oh boy, I'm preaching. And all the fingers coming back this way. Stop eating those candy bars uh, and eat some good stuff and reduce your intake. If you're having a problem, if you're having a struggle, get up, take a walk, get some physical activity going for you. And I'm going to tell you what, you may not get in a Mr. or Miss America contest. That's all right. You're going to feel better. I want to feel better. I'd like to live a little longer, and I'd like to be involved in a little more physical activity. Sound like a plan? I think it's going to work. I want you to think about it and maybe get up off the couch yourself. It'll help you out, be good for the whole wide world. But most importantly, it'll be good for you. So give it a try today. God bless everybody. Have a wonderful day. We'll talk to you another time. Maybe I'll give you an update on my progress.